Hey everyone, I'm Adam Rosso, and welcome to the Hawkeyes Kickoff special presented by the Robinson Group, brokered by eXp Realty. Well, after months of anticipation, it's finally week one for Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hawks getting ready for Miami, Ohio to come to Iowa City on Saturday night. That's right, Saturday night. This year's home opener will be the first in the 130-year history of the program to be played under the lights. Earlier this week, I had a chance to ask the players how they feel about opening the season at night. When the Hawkeyes football team gets off the bus and walks down this path into Kinnick Stadium, they'll be about to do something that no team in Iowa history has ever done. Open the season under the lights of Kinnick Stadium. Now, Kinnick at night is always a special place, but the players say having a season opener at night takes it up a notch.
From the moment we start pulling down the Coralville Strip on the bus, turn on to Melrose, I'm getting chills thinking about it, but I mean, you can just feel it in the air and the atmosphere, man. It's absolutely unbelievable. We have some of the best fans in the world.
Coming through that tunnel, at first it's silent, and when you get down to the bottom, you hear all the noise, and then when you come out, you see 70,000 people standing over top of you, and they're all screaming, and it's just like, all right, it's time to play.
It's just electric. The fans bring a lot of energy. You go in there, and it's hard to explain. It's just a different atmosphere.
Nothing beats Kinnick at night, so yeah, just really excited to get back on the field. No matter what time the game's at, we're going to be ready to go. We're going to be excited to play, so just excited to get back on the field.
The Hawks will be taking a couple of streaks into Saturday's opener. They've won 8 straight non-conference games dating back to 2016, and as far as season openers are concerned, they've also won 5 in a row. Reporting from Iowa City, Adam Rosso for Hawkeye Headquarters. Well, as the guy said, it should be an absolutely electric atmosphere at Kinnick on Saturday. Not quite a sellout yet. We will see if that changes before kickoff. Now, you can usually count on stadiums from Tuscaloosa to Iowa City to be packed on Saturday afternoons. But times are changing as the battle for the entertainment dollar is as competitive as ever. Here's what Iowa is doing to enhance the experience at Kinnick as attendance at games is dropping across the nation. College football is in the middle of a crisis. And the problem is getting butts in the seats.
I mean, all we can do is try to put a good team out there in the field. That's all we can do. If they need me to stand on my head, that's going to be tough.
The average attendance at FBS games has dropped nearly 11% in the past decade. That's the lowest level since 1996.
It's hard to entertain people now. I'll say that. Just in general, you hear about what's important now, getting Wi-Fi in the stadium. I mean, heaven forbid going to a football game and watching the game, like the whole game. I don't know why anybody would do that.
Iowa's decrease has been around 4% during the same 10-year period.
When I first arrived, we were sold out of most games in July. Well, that hasn't happened now for many years.
And Gary Barta says the trend has forced the athletic department to get creative.
We work really hard to have group prices, youth prices, family prices, so that there's at least access. I just want to make sure we don't assume that every game's just going to be exciting and sell out, and that we're doing things to prepare for the future.
That includes possibly selling beer and wine at Kinnick Stadium in the near future.
I anticipate at some point we'll get there. The goal won't be financial, although that could be a side benefit. It'll be customer fan experience.
Also adding to the fan experience this year is the completion of the North End Zone project.
With the club area completed, the loge boxes completed, and even just all the seats and the restrooms and concessions, I know fans are going to really, really enjoy it.
New elements to complement the pageantry and tradition on Saturday afternoons. Kirk Ferentz says, don't forget about the pregame festivities either.
I've always heard that the tailgating at Kinnick is legendary, and if I ever do retire, I'm going to tailgate. I don't know if I'll go into the game, but I will tailgate.
Reporting for Hawkeye Headquarters, I'm Adam Rosso. I'll tell you what, if Coach Ferentz ever tailgates after he retires, you can definitely count me in for that party. All right, let's get to a story from this offseason. I was able to meet some University of Iowa alumni who are updating football practice equipment in a unique way. They're applying new technologies to help players train, and their product was hatched with the help of the Iowa football program.
It's time to bring football into the 21st century, so we knew we had a real opportunity and that no one was doing it quite yet.
An idea to innovate practice equipment on the football field has turned into a robot that's part quarterback, part punter.
As soon as it drops back.
It's no wasted reps. It puts the ball there the first time and every time.
Its name is the Seeker, the brainchild of a few alumni from the University of Iowa and their company, Monarch Sport.
This is the first time athletes have ever been able to train alone. They've never been able to go out by themselves, be tracked, and execute a plethora of drills.
The Seeker uses positioning technology from sideline sensors and a remote tracker to deliver balls to an athlete. It can also operate like your standard jugs machine, but with upgrades for accuracy.
You actually be shown a virtual grid of the football field. You tap where you put the machine, and then you tap where you want the ball to go, and the machine makes the necessary adjustments.
Second tap, start.
You might expect a product like the Seeker to be developed in Silicon Valley versus Iowa City. But the Hawkeyes football program and Ben Hansen have been instrumental in turning this thing from a concept into a product in just 3 short years.
An email came across to myself, and it was a student at Iowa. The funny thing is, now kind of looking back at it, I almost deleted it.
But because of the Iowa connection, Hansen agreed to let the students use the football facility for testing.
Literally would be on the field out here with this tiny little prototype. They'd fire it off, mark something down.
And yard by yard, the Seeker was developed.
What's nice about the technology is they can instantly do it, and it's easy changes and corrections, and they're able to kind of take that feedback and create results with it.
With the testing nearly complete, football practice around the country might soon look a lot different. All because of the ingenuity from a group of native Hawkeyes.
I'm not surprised just because of what the state of Iowa produces in terms of people and their innovativeness, and it's just neat though that these guys took the idea and took it to the next level.
Being from Dubuque, Iowa, born and raised, like most of our team, we're fully Midwest is the best deep down, and so it means a lot having the support from these local teams and the hometown school.
This bad boy right here is the 8th and final prototype that the guys have developed over the past 3 years. The 9th version is the one that Monarch plans to go to market with sometime here later in 2019. Reporting from Iowa City, Adam Rosso for Hawkeye Headquarters. 3 of the 5 founding members of Monarch Sport actually graduated from the University of Iowa. The other 2 are Northwestern University alumni. All right, back to the season opener against Miami, Ohio. Saturday will be the 5th time these 2 programs meet on the gridiron. The Hawks have won all 4 of the prior meetings. Iowa enters this game as a big favorite once again, but I'll tell you why preparing for the Red Hawks is a little more challenging this season. Check it out. There are plenty of unknowns when preparing for the first opponent of any season.
Just never sure who's going to show up, first of all, who they are going to play and what amount.
But the Hawkeyes face a unique situation as they get ready for Miami, Ohio. The possibility of playing against 3 different quarterbacks on Saturday night.
It's not easy, but, you know, you got to do it. So, I mean, just trying to mimic it with the scouts is the best you can, watching tape on what they've shown.
None of the Red Hawks' potential signal callers have ever started a college football game. Kirk Ferentz says the unfamiliarity simplifies the defensive scheme, at least at the beginning of the game.
It minimizes some of the things you may do or may not do, and you kind of get a little bit more generic. And I think the bottom line, especially early on, is just, you know, let's make sure we're really solid, make sure fundamentally sound, and everybody's got to be on the same page.
Another challenge to preparing for multiple quarterbacks is that the Red Hawks could have both a lefty and a righty in the mix. Geno Stone says that'll put a premium on communication.
Trying to figure out which way they're going to roll out, which way they're going to run the ball, what side the quarterback feels comfortable on. So really just trying to adjust with the first drive in the first half.
We just got to play our keys and, you know, play our defense, whether it's the first string quarterback, second string quarterback, or third string quarterback. You know, we just got to adjust to it and adjust to what we see.
Whoever gets the nod at quarterback for Miami will be trying to end the program's 14-game losing streak to Big Ten opponents. It's going to be a tall task against that Iowa defense, though, as the Hawkeyes have allowed just 10 points combined in the past 2 season openers. Reporting from Iowa City, Adam Rosso for Hawkeye Headquarters. Quite the contrast at the quarterback position with the Hawkeyes. Of course, Nate Stanley will be making his 27th career start under center. Stanley begins his senior season just 23 passing touchdowns from Iowa's career record. The Hawks offense is where we start our preview for Saturday's tilt with the Red Hawks. The Hawkeyes raced to 21 first quarter points the last time these 2 teams met. That game ended in a 45-21 Iowa win, and the Hawks rushing for over 7 yards per carry. Can Iowa's running back by committee have a similar performance on Saturday? Torn Young thinks it could happen.
You know, you never know who's going to step up, but we got some good guys on the offense, and we're looking forward to it, and we're really confident in the guys we got.
One guy who'll be on the opposite sideline is former Hawkeye Manny Rugamba. Rugamba will make his debut with Miami on a unit that allowed over 25 points per game last season.
We came in together, same class, so we're pretty good friends, and you know, I know he still has a lot of friends on the team, so it'll be fun to play against one of our good friends.
I wish him the best, you know what I mean. But it should be good to see him back out there playing, and he's always part of this Hawkeye family.
Except for about 3.5 hours on Saturday night at Kinnick.
That was my locker buddy, so just to have him, back actually on the other side in front of me, it's definitely gonna be a dogfight. But we're going to see if we can make plays on them, not just me, but across the board.
All right, that'll do it for the Hawkeyes Kickoff Special. Thanks again to the Robinson Group, brokered by eXp Realty, for sponsoring the show. Hawkeyes and Redhawks at Kinnick on Saturday night. We'll have full highlights and postgame here on Hawkeye Headquarters. I'm Adam Rosso. Thanks for joining us.